Now, there can be no doubt that selection of dresses contribute a lot to one's confidence. But do you know that your stylistic choices also plays a significant role in your relationship? If you do, then good for you, but then you need to learn more. If you don't, today is the day for you. Now, my name is Mary Corte, and as usual, this is Reigns of Love. I'll be sitting in for our host, Na Afale Kwaku. But before we do start the discussion, let's go for a quick break.
Hey, what up, beautiful people? My name is Camido, aka Mr. Grind on Stop, aka Meet Up on the Team. And as you guys already know, I always partner with Sonotech Diagnostic Center to bring you guys a free screening every October, free breast screening. And this year we go again live from the 1st of October to the 31st of October. We're going to be giving you guys free breast screening, so we can prevent breast cancer in our people. Now listen, this is the best part. If need be that you undergo mammogram, we're going to give you 20% discount off the original price. And if need be that you undergo an ultrasound, we're giving you 50% off the original price. And you will not find this anywhere. So make sure from the 1st of October to the 31st of October, you make your way to all our centers in Tema, Osu, and West Hills Mall, Sonotech Diagnostic Center, and come get your breast screened. We don't want to see no breast cancer in our people. You already know. Peace and love. Mido say so. Boomba.
We are one man short. Should we invite him?
Yeah.
It be old cargo. Can I join you guys?
Yeah. Always drink fresh, natural mix, mineral water.
You still got it.
Always keep hydrated naturally. That's my secret.
Manufactured with the primary aim of preserving nature's finest minerals necessary for a healthy mind and body. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural.
Why fashion and style choices are important in a relationship is the topic for discussion today on Reigns of Love. If you just tune in, my name is Mary Corte, and to help me do the discussion, I cannot do it alone. I have here with me two beautiful young ladies. I choose to call them young ladies. They are still young, still looking beautiful. To help me do, I have with me Aisha and Mrs. Alote. Ladies, how are you doing? Aisha, you are looking good. Seriously, You are looking so good.
Thank you so much.
From the crown of your head to the sole of your feet.
I'm humbled.
I'm loving this.
I am humbled. Totally humbled.
Mrs. Alote, you are also
Hi.
looking good.
Thank you, Mary.
Seriously, we've had a conversation earlier, and what she told me made me really admire her.
Yes.
Mother of 3, and
yes.
still this. Oh,
No
my
idea.
goodness.
She's on fleek.
Seriously,
mother of
seriously.
three.
You are
I'm
looking
sitting now.
good.
You should see my tummy.
Hey. Oh, as for that, you see that tummy thing, if you want to think about it, you need to fast for 40 days and 40 nights.
Not me. I
But
can't
since
do that.
This life, you cannot kill yourself.
I can't do that.
You for do the manage it like that. Okay, so Aisha, let me start with you. Today we're talking about why fashion and style choices are important in a relationship. When we talk of that, I know somebody will say that I'm in a relationship, I have a partner, we know ourselves, we've been going out for a couple of years or months now. Why do I need to learn all about fashion and style when I'm not a fashionista? Let's break it down.
Well, I'm into fashion and designing. I made what I'm wearing, so obviously.
And you're looking good.
Thank you. So, you see, when it comes to fashion in general, the first thing that every human being is supposed to look out for is their body type, especially as a woman. For men, you can always wear, I always say this, one size fits like 3 body types.
Sure.
A 14, someone who wears an original 14 can wear a 12 if he wants it tight, or wear a 16 if they want to lose.
Okay.
But for a woman, some are even like 10 up, 20 down. There are people who are like 10 down, 12, 14 up.
Women, we are extraordinary.
Exactly, the kind of bodies women have. So number one, you do need to look at the body type that you have, your skin tone and what will look right on your body. That's it, and you're good to go.
Now let's look at the style choices.
Yes.
In this regard, in a relationship, what are we looking at?
Everything when it comes to style choices, what you wear around. Things that you used to wear, how you used to carry yourself from the beginning of the relationship before you guys started is one of the things you need to look at, because that was what the man saw, that was what attracted him. How you carry yourself, what you wear, how poised you are, or how rowdy you are. Those little things will turn a man on to give him a reason to want to approach you.
Sure.
Because before he realizes how smart you are, how brainy you are as a woman, the first thing is your looks.
Sure.
So, play around that area. You have conversations. You know what turns him on, what he likes to see, how he likes to see, like a woman dressed. Pay attention to the kind of comments he gives to certain people, depending on what they are wearing, and you work with that.
And I think you're right. Pay attention. That is where
Yes.
most women, we don't get it. You might think, oh, my man is the type that, I am the type of woman that he likes and loves, so he wouldn't be looking outside. But then again, we lose it. Sometimes they look.
Yes.
Not only at you.
Sometimes they
all
look.
the time.
We are not blind.
All the time. It's the first thing they look out for. Is what you look like on the outside.
Yeah, as long as you have eyes, you see
Definitely.
things around you. So,
Mrs. Alote, let's take yours too. What do you think of this fashion and style choices in a relationship?
Okay, Aisha said it all, but let me add that when it comes to relationship and your style, I believe strongly that you have to be you, original. Don't pretend in a relationship to be what you are not.
Sure.
Yeah. So, there's this saying that dress to impress to some extent, but don't overdo it. Because I believe that what you wear in the long run affects your level of confidence. So you should be comfortable in what you wear. Despite the fact that we have different body types and then the different styles, you have to embrace your own style. Let your style speak for itself. Let it stand out. Let it shine through. Because once you adopt something that you are not, it becomes a problem maintaining it throughout the relationship. Because that means you have to put in more effort to maintain that sense of style that you introduce into the relationship. So I would say that you have to be true to yourself, be who you are, present yourself as you are in the relationship when it comes to your style.
Now, Aisha, let me come back to you. With
I want to make a little to what she just said.
Sure, sure.
I agree and disagree in some sense. In the sense that I understand when you want to make fashion your, like, do you when it comes to fashion and all that. But the problem is that there are choices that people make that don't suit them. You know, there are people who just like green hairstyle or whatever. You understand? I have a friend who came.
And what contributes to that?
No, you see, the thing is that I think that because of how social media is one right now, now everybody wants to do something that will get them out there. So people are doing colors, people are doing things that they are not supposed to. A friend came by, and she's a very young, dark, pretty woman. And she came by and she had like gray, like, yeah, literally gray braids on. And I said it straight to her, I said, it doesn't look good on you. And my reason was because she was very dark.
And you can imagine.
Yeah, she can
I
get...
didn't meet her, but with just what you're saying, I can just picture.
She's very pretty, but the hair didn't give her the kind of look. She looks more like me. She looks, people think we're sisters. But the hair made her look older, and her skin, she's too dark to have gray hair. She can get away with aubergine, she can get away with ginger, but not blonde. Anything that is light from blonde going down, it makes you can add a little bit of color, but you can't do too much of that. So yes, it's okay to do fashion or own it, but you still need to look at your body, look at your skin, your hair. All of these things play a role.
Yeah, Aisha, I agree to what Aisha is saying. I remember at a point, my favorite color is green. Any shade of green, you get me with. Yeah. And I remember there was this time, I think when I gave birth to my second born or something, and I asked my husband to pick a dress for me. When he came back, he was like, hey, what are they doing for hair green? You can imagine. I think sometimes, yes, we have to be careful not to overdo it. You see, yeah, let's try and blend the style choices.
But Aisha, what happens if I am not the fashion type? I've been going out with Kwejo for 6 years. Kwejo knows that it is only when it's my birthday that I will look that extraordinary. What impact does it have?
You see, the impact there, it has a lot of negative impact.
Sure.
You see, we keep complaining about our men going after side chicks and all that. But the question is, how is the side chick carrying herself? That's number one. Well, how is she carrying herself? When she knows the dude is coming over, she takes a quick bath, make sure that she shaves, wears the most sexiest. That is the only reason. You think he wants to be going? No, he doesn't. He knew what he was looking for when he made the choice and said, I want to marry you. But if he keeps going back, check yourself.
But let's look at the men too as well. It is always the women. We should check. What happens to the men here in this regard?
You have conversations. It's one thing I do. I mean, I would jokingly, talk about, we have conversations and I would jokingly make jokes about what I look out for in a man. Do you understand?
We
could be watching TV and I'll see someone and I'm like, oh my God, I love the way he shaved his beard or something. That's the clue. So you pay attention just as the woman has to pay attention. People are jealous. You may not be able to come to her and tell her that, oh, I saw Mrs. Salute wearing those jeans and I think it will look good on you, or blah, blah. People can act funny. But when you're watching TV, you watch movies, you watch music videos and all that. If you see anything that interests you, just go like, yo, babe, I think this thing will look nice on you one of the nights.
I like the way you said it, yo, babe.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. Like, you see, so if you have a connection going on, it's easier.
It's easier. Now let's look at this in this perspective. does our clothes that we usually wear affect our moods
Yes.
in a
Yeah.
relationship, and how does it affect it?
I say this to people all the time when you come to my shop, because the kind of job I'm doing, I'm always very busy. So I hardly, if I do makeup, by 12, my face is all messed up. So I don't like to do makeup to work. And I tell people this all the time. When you come to my shop and you see me with makeup on, you should know I'm having a bad day. The minute I have makeup on,
Really?
yes, I'm having a bad day.
This is the
I
first
wanna-
time I'm hearing this.
Yes, that's what I do. That's how I boost my spirits up.
Yeah.
I wake up in the morning, take a very good bath, listen to a good song, do a very beautiful, subtle makeup. I want to make sure anytime I pass in front of my mirror, I look at myself and go like, chick, you're fine.
Yay.
Yes, I do. That's what I do. So you don't need special moments to do these things.
Exactly.
Do them every single time. Every time. I only shop when I mean I'm going through a breakup. That's when I shop.
Wow.
Yeah, you should see me also Yemusho.
Hey.
Oh yeah. I want to go like 2 steps, like make you feel like Charlie, I'm doing better. So even when I'm going from my house to the main road, oh yeah, yeah.
You step up your
Oh
game.
yeah.
No go fine.
Nice.
Hey,
Oh yeah.
Mrs. Alute, let's come to you. Your clothes and how it affects your moods with your partner. But what would you say on that?
Yeah, I strongly believe that yes, our clothes affect our moods. We had a conversation earlier, like you said, and we delved into that. Yes, the way you dress speaks a lot.
Sure.
You see somebody, and then you can tell by the person's dressing that there's something wrong somewhere. You know, probably the person is having a bad day. You see somebody, and just by the appearance or the way the person is dressed, you can tell the mood of that person easily. See, like Aisha said, sometimes when I'm having a very good day, when I'm being silly, when I want to, you know, I want to have fun, that is when I do my makeup. I'm not a makeup type.
Sure.
I'm not the makeup type. But then when I came in feeling me, you know, that is when you see me in makeup on an ordinary day. Yeah. So if you know the person you are with, sometimes you are able to pick up on these things. You are able to tell the person's mood by the way the person dresses and the way the persons carry themselves.
But just to add up to what she just said, you know, sometimes it really does. I have made that observation. There are even people that you are not in a relationship with. There's this guy in my area that whenever I see that guy, not that I'm falling, I fall. I wouldn't say that, oh, I was about to fall. Anytime I see now, I fall. Because the moment he comes out, you can see his appearance, his haircut,
On point.
and the looks, you see that chest
Nothing
out
amiss.
thing where you can give, hey. And then you can just look at this guy and then you are like, wow. So imagine being in a relationship with that guy and you are also that type who is a bit up in the fashion and style choices.
Yeah.
It blends it. You realize that
Yeah.
anytime you are together, you feel confident. You don't have to shy away when you go out thinking that another lady is, you know, a bit upper in her dressing than mine.
Yeah.
So I think in a way you are right. Now, still on you, there is a myth that says that dress to what? Impress. Is it key in a relationship? Like I said earlier, I've been in a relationship with this guy where we are married, we've been going out. Do I need to dress to impress you?
Of course.
Despite the fact that you know me, we've had several nights, you've seen me, the way God created me, you know, physically and spiritually.
Yes, you need to dress to impress. I'm not saying it shouldn't be the driving force. That the impress shouldn't be the driving force behind your style. You see. But then again, first appearances count. So you are in a relationship, or probably your first time dating a person. You need to carry yourself in such a way that, like Aisha will say, give the person a reason to come back. You
Simple.
understand? But don't, and I will keep emphasizing, don't overdo it. That is it. Keep to your style. Just step up your game a little bit.
It's okay.
But don't overdo it. The reason why you need to dress to impress, one, you are creating an impression on the person. Secondly, it boosts your own self-confidence.
And what is that impression that you are creating? Because this is a man that saw me and is interested in me. Like I said, he knows me. So that is the question that somebody would ask. What am I impressed? Is it to keep him?
Of course. If you are interested in the person, why not? So you need to step up your game just to, let him know that he has to take a second look at you.
Aisha, you've been giving some,
No, I mean,
body movements.
Me, I just agree.
Do you agree to some extent and disagree to some
if
extent?
I don't, I'll just
Come in.
shrug my
So
shoulders.
to what extent do you agree?
You have to go all out. All out, especially when the person is your husband. I don't see any reasons why you need to hold back certain things when you guys are married. Yes, you do need to impress him. The thing is, even your parents that you're living in the same house with, there are days that you wish they could just, take a vacation and give you space.
Yes.
So we get, as human beings, we get bored of each other, real quick. So especially somebody you wake up and the minute you open your eyes, they are the first people you would see, and you're closing your eyes at night and they are last people you see. Yes, you do want to give them a reason to feel that whatever they felt for you or how they feel about you from the beginning, they don't lose it. Because love dies out.
Sure.
It does. You get bored. Sex gets boring.
It does.
You know when he wants to come. You know when he wants sex. There's a text message when you see, dude is on, and it gets boring.
Very
Sometimes
boring.
you want to be
so
spontaneous.
the moment you see that, you are used to it.
Exactly. You want to be spontaneous and all that. So your outfits do play a role when you want to do changes in your relationship and you want things to climb up to the next level. Yes.
Things to climb up to the next level. Sex gets boring. It's getting interesting, but let's go for a quick break. When we come back, that is the next topic, very interesting, that we're going to talk on to as well. Stay with us.
God bless the day I found you. I want to stay around you, and so I beg you, let it be me.
Hey, what up, beautiful people? My name is Camilo, aka Mr. Grind on Stop, aka Meet Up on the Team. And as you guys already know, I always partner with Sonotech Diagnostic Center to bring you guys a free screening every October, free breast screening. And this year we go again live from the 1st of October to the 31st of October. We're going to be giving you guys free breast screening, so we can prevent breast cancer in our people. Now listen, this is the best part. If need be that you undergo mammogram, we're going to give you 20% discount off the original price. And if need be that you undergo an ultrasound, we're giving you 50% off the original price. And you will not find this anywhere. So make sure from the 1st of October to the 31st of October, you make your way to all our centers in Tema, Osu, and West Hills Mall, Sonotech Diagnostic Center, and come get your breast screened. We don't want to see no breast cancer in our people. You already know. Peace and love. Mido say so. Boomba.
Welcome aboard the safest airline in Africa. with industry-leading safety measures to protect your well-being. The first in Africa to earn a diamond standard of safety. Offering a more contactless, safe, and seamless experience. Delivered with a smile by Africa's first fully vaccinated crew. Creating special memories that bring the joy back to flying, so you can continue making memories with your loved ones. Book your flight with Rwandair today. Rwandair, the safest airline in Africa.
Rwandair, fly the dream of Africa.
God bless the day I found you. I want to stay around you, and so I beg you, let me be.
So if you just tune in today on Reigns of Love, we're talking about why fashion and style choices are important in a relationship. My name is Marikote and I've been doing this with Aisha and Mrs. Adoatv. Now before we went off, we made a statement. In fact, Aisha did. She said sex sometimes get boring. Now how does your dressing contribute positively in your intimacy life? Aisha,
Yes.
we ended on you. Let us start on you. You made that statement earlier on. How can my choices in terms of how I look, how I dress, my fashion sense affect my intimacy life?
You see, when it comes to intimacy, you don't just get up and just say, I'm horny and I want to have sex.
Sure.
It starts from somewhere. Sometimes what you see, how the person is dressed. I mean, if you're a boobs person, you're a leg person, you're buttocks person.
Hey,
So definitely there's something you're
which am
seeing.
I?
So you see, those are the little things that you would see that would attract the
Sure.
person. So I mean, you're already in the relationship with the person. You know that this particular person, the minute he sees your legs, it turns him on. Make sure anytime you guys are home, why don't you just put some hot pants on? In your
Hot.
room, yes. I mean, not necessarily drawers. I mean, if you don't want to be almost naked, but you can wear, like, they have these hot ones that cut through the back.
Sure.
You can wear so many things with a t-shirt.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have to be too in your face, brazier, and no.
The usual
Like, yes.
style, like you said.
You can wear just hot pants or like some ready to fight, a t-shirt. It's sexy, it's
The
nice.
signal tells it all.
Exactly, than always having to wrap around you with some cloth and all that.
The popular one is the towel. We're
You
used to
can't,
it.
no, you can't be doing that when there's a man around you. You don't have to forget that those are the things that attracted him from the beginning. You can't stop doing them, never.
Mrs. Adoatv,
Yeah.
before you even contribute to it, what has been your secret? I think I would want to hear
secret to
that. My viewers also want to hear that.
secret to
You understand what I'm saying? How do you, catch the attention of Mr. Adoatv? How?
do I have a formula? I don't know.
Then please let's put our heads together and get a formula.
I think Basically, I try to be myself as much as possible. Some of the things that, some of the things that I know that he doesn't like, because you've been with this person for some time, you've grown over the years, so I believe that each and every day is a lesson for us. I mean, we take something from every day. So I know, for example, I told you I'm not a makeup person. Fortunately, he's not a makeup person. So when I do makeup and I'm like, yo, Charlie, you make up everything. You know I don't like this, so so he won't even contribute when it comes there. Yeah. And so basically, over a period of time, you get to know the person well. You enhance the things that he likes. Okay. One thing he likes, my husband doesn't like, is when I'm in, very long dresses.
Yeah, it's as if you're about to pray.
He doesn't. So I try as much as possible to get there, not too short, but because I'm also not comfortable in very short outfits. It's not my style, so I keep it in between. Once in a while, then you shake the waters. You do something out of the ordinary, just to test and then get his reaction. If it goes well, why not? You pick it up from there. So it's, let me say, basically, over a period of time, it's try and error.
Try and error.
You see, so, and then you learn and then build upon it. So that's it. No magic.
Adoatv likes it when you wear at least something a bit. My man likes it when I don't wear at all. Like Aisha said, you get, and you can imagine if I should stand, just standing where you see my back. The moment you see it now,
you're crazy.
Oh yes, and sometimes myself, I also like it when he's not wearing anything at all.
Obviously, there are times
when I get to see your muscles. It turns me on. It tells me that your muscles can carry me. So it's good. Aisha, now let's look at the hidden clothes. And this has to do with both men and women. And that is the aunties. Most of the times we forget that aspect. And that is why whenever you are going to make love, have some crazy sex, we need to off the lights. Because you don't want your man to see that thing that you are wearing that will not attract him.
Yeah.
And not only that, put him off. So Aisha, in this regard, what would you say about that? The hidden clothes. How do we maintain
like an
underwear?
Andy,
The undies, the brassiere that we wear.
You see, for a woman, either you're married or not, this one day I'm giving free apple.
Okay.
Either you're
Please
married
listen carefully. It is free.
It's free. As a woman, if your panties that you even use for your menstrual period should be separated from what you wear on the regular.
Okay.
You should actually separate your job drawers.
Oh
yeah.
Okay.
You should separate what you take to work and all of those things from what you wear with your man.
Yeah.
For a woman, it's necessary that you put I'm busy at work all the time. You think I can wear G-string from morning till evening?
Not at all.
And sit down and I'm standing? No, I like to wear something that's quite comfortable when I'm going to work. So you should always be able to put those things in check. That this, you can't use what you're using for your menstrual period and you go to have sex with that.
How does it affect my intimacy?
It would affect everything. Look, there are men who are very picky and very, very particular.
It does, yeah.
Look, you guys can get through it. People think that men are men and most of them are just looking out to just come and that's it. Most men are very picky.
Sure.
Very, very picky. Even, look, a man can actually get rid of you just because he's sitting with you. Okay, we're out. We want to have a drink. And you want Guinness or beer and you're drinking from the bottle. As a lady, you should pour into a glass.
Okay.
And you're sipping off the bottle. He will write you off. He might like what he sees. I'm being honest with you. It's
You
very
know,
particular.
Yeah.
Aisha made this statement, and I just remembered something. I had a conversation with a friend, and then he was telling me about certain things he looks out in a woman. He said a friend went out with a lady. They went to a guest house. When they got there, and then they gave them room number 5. So the guy, usually the men will go because the ladies we have to stand and all that. So when the man came back and then he said they give us room 5, he said, Dabi, room 5, such a botch. He said, no. That room, the bed there makes so much. And then my friend was like, what?
For
It
real?
means you've been coming here.
Yeah.
But he didn't say anything. He was just looking. They said, really? He said, oh, yeah. And we ladies, when you say something
that's a
out of the
turn
blue,
off,
and
yeah.
then they went.
You don't even
and
realize what
since
you're
then-
saying.
Can I
it.
chip in here?
Please do.
Honestly speaking, I keep saying this all the time. How you said, there were no bad to only.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know how any man can walk up to me in Accra and say, let's go to a hotel. I'm being very honest with you.
Really?
I will never date a man who doesn't have a house or has
if
rented
he's
an
nice?
apartment. I won't date you. That is the thing.
Okay.
Do you understand my point?
Sure.
You're going out with someone and he can't take you home to where he lives. Then what are you living for?
This is
No, let's be honest.
Yeah.
It's different that you guys are traveling out of town. You're going out to
Okay.
Accra.
Okay.
You're going to a place that both of you don't know. Of course, yes, you go to a hotel. But a man asks you out. You guys live in Accra here. And he tells you, let's go to a hotel. Honestly, he's disrespected you.
a lot.
Hands down.
And it means that you see, then again, style choices comes in. Because if you know your style and you know your what you want,
Your
I don't think
worth,
it would even
yeah.
happen
No, why
in
would-
that same way.
Because men sense, I always say this, they sense the weak women.
Sure.
Men always, they can sniff you from far.
Hey, sniffing.
Oh, yes, it's true. They sniff you from
Back
far.
to our conversation. Mrs. Adoatv,
Yeah.
we've spoke a lot about the women. Let's look at the men too as well. Their boxers,
Before we touch,
blowjob of late
before I
is
touch on the men,
rampant.
let me advise my fellow women and ladies
Okay.
out there
Free
that
thieves,
please
free thieves.
invest in your undies.
Please
Trust,
do.
you have to invest. Change them as often as you can. And when it comes to those that you wear at night, they have to speak for themselves.
Hey,
Yes,
particularly the night.
the night.
I beg you, let me chill this one before I forget.
Hey.
This thing there has bothered me. There's been times that I've walked on the street and I literally want to slap some people.
Hey,
I'm
Aisha,
telling
calm
you,
down.
how
The
do you wear
IGP is
beads?
currently working.
You're wearing beads. You see people wear beads, lokbo, and they are
My
wearing
producer
jeans,
and I
and
were
it's
working
big,
on
big,
something.
and
You
it's
definitely
big,
have
big,
to come
and it's
again.
showing. You're wearing jeans. You're wearing
bad.
I hate
like
that.
fitting lycra dresses.
I see
and it's
those
showing.
things and I'm like, what?
You
Are
wear
you
beads and you
serious?
see them line up.
Ah,
Please
said
stop
that.
it.
Serious?
Eyen krasisem munjai.
Oh, no.
I'm being
It's
honest.
bad.
Eyen
Seriously.
krasisem, for someone who is
that
into
alone,
fashion
I
and
agree.
designing, eyen krasisem to wear beads. Beads are supposed to check your weight. That's the thing.
Sure.
I mean, in the olden days, we wear beads because we didn't have the scale and all of that. So the
yeah.
only time you know that you're gaining weight or losing weight is when the beads are falling or
Or
they're
they are
getting too
yeah.
tight. So when they are too tight,
Okay.
you know that you're gaining.
Sure,
When they
sure.
start to drop, you know you're losing.
Losing weight,
So I
yeah.
beg you, that is all. And it's become fashion. We understand, but wear them right.
sure.
I love
I
waist
even
beads.
Some
prefer
overdo
at
it.
night.
Yes, I love waist
bad, yeah,
beads.
so
But if I'm wearing anything that wouldn't look right with it, I take
it
them
off,
off.
yeah.
Even when I'm wearing panties, that I feel that I'm gonna see a little panty line. I would rather
Take it
take
off.
off my panties, do
Than
a girdle, and go.
Sure.
But
sure.
the way I'm is bad when I'm
It's very bad.
You
So,
press the same.
Mrs. Adoatv, back to you.
Yeah. So the same way ladies should invest in their undies, men must also invest in what they wear. Because, Charlie, sometimes you see some designs. I mean, we have a whole lot of designs and styles out there, but you see some, even the color alone is a turn on.
Stop wearing drawers. She also will be wearing the white big drawers. They should stop it. Drawers that one that have to tear back.
My friend, I have a friend who calls that, she calls that panties 9 tons.
And you see panty, a man will wear drawers, and there's black and white band, and then you see, and then it has some pockets be in front. What kind of nonsense is that one? Stop wearing
we need
your sizes.
We need to see, what you have packed in there.
Mrs. Adoatv and Aisha, you are a perfect blend. A perfect blend. So
no, but sometimes it's bad.
Very, very
it's bad.
Very, very bad.
You hear stories. I mean, personally, I hear certain things, and I'm like, what? Seriously?
And men think that
we
are men.
The same way
it is the women.
It does matter. The same way some things men get turned off by some of the things that we do. It's the same thing. We also see the things, and it's a turn off. Many jibola, but everything is
just and some don't wash them. On a more serious note,
bad.
So imagine having to get to that point where you have to
then
be doing that blowjob thing. It turns you off.
Turn off.
But imagine having a man who has that kind of correct fashion taste in terms of what he wears there,
and even there,
knowing how powerful
the saints that comes out of there. There are people who invest into that. The moment the person stands in front of you,
yourself, you even want to use him more than he will use you.
I'm telling you.
All right. so it's really getting entertaining, educated as well. But let's take note that we're still in the month of October, and it's the breast cancer awareness month. I keep saying this thing we call breast is very, very beautiful and very useful. Kings, ambassadors, presidents, vice presidents have tasted of it power. Trust me, I do not want to lose mine.
They have fallen for that.
Don't lose yours. Take a look at Aisha. Isn't she beautiful? Please, early detection is key.
Yeah.
Avail yourself to our women out there. It feels good. It feels good. It feels good. It feels good. We're going for a break. We'll be back.
We are one man short. Should we invite him?
Yeah.
It be old cargo.
Can I join you guys?
Yeah.
Always drink fresh, natural eggs, mineral water.
You still got it.
Always keep hydrated naturally. That's my secret.
Manufactured with the primary aim of preserving nature's finest minerals necessary for a healthy mind and body. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural.
Hello everyone, my name is Sanaya Boa, the founder of TNU Fitness, which is a lifestyle change movement for women. As part of our vision to empower women to take charge over their health and wellness, we are super excited to partner with Sonotech Medical and Diagnostic Center in their fight against breast cancer. Every 15 seconds, a woman somewhere in the world is being diagnosed of breast cancer. Breast cancer is still the leading cause of death in women worldwide. According to World Health Organization, the treatment of breast cancer is most effective when it's detected early. Let's take action. Get screened today. Encourage another woman to get screened for free between the 1st of October to the 31st of October. You can also enjoy a 20% off all mammogram and a whooping 50% off all breast ultrasound in any of the branches of Sonotech. You can visit their West Hill Mall branch, their Tema branch, and their Osu branch. Let's join in this fight against breast cancer, because it is our hope that one day no woman will die because of breast cancer. Thank you.
God bless the day I found you. I want to stay around you, and so I beg you, let it be me. God bless the day I found you. I want to stay around you, and so I beg you, let it be me.
So thanks once again for staying with us. We're talking about why fashion and style choices in a relationship today on Reigns of Love. Aisha,
Yes.
we've talked a lot. Now let's look at the way forward. I believe in as much as there is a problem, there can always be a solution. What is the way forward? We've talked about the fact that you need to know your body type, your size, and all that. What is the way forward? What is those things that we need to know? If you are a man, if you are a lady, what are those things that you need to know when it comes to fashion and style choices that can enhance and sustain your relationship?
The number one thing I would say will be keeping your body right. Number one, exercise is number one. When it comes to fashion, fitness goes around those areas as well.
Exercise, and I want to bow
Yes.
down my head. But
So you see,
as well,
one thing I realized that most women, most mothers actually use as an excuse is I had a baby, or I have children, I had
Number
a
one.
C-section,
Sure.
blah, blah, blah. I had C-section too. I have 3 children.
Hey,
Exactly. So you need to,
oh,
you can't use that as an
that's an
excuse.
excuse. Sure.
Because if somebody has kids, look at Nanaya, and she's
Three.
looking the way she's looking, you can't say,
Maybe she
you,
can wear.
you can't use that as an excuse and say that. So number one, yes, make sure that you keep your body right. I mean, when you start having children, your body can not go back, completely go back to how it used to be. But try and work on 70% of it, 80%. Looking better. I mean, you might have the stretch marks and all that.
Sure.
But the man can overlook these things based on how you carry yourself. So yes, I would say fitness first.
But
Going forward, fitness first.
fitness first. But okay, I have noticed fitness. What then should I do if I am not the fashion type of person, or me, I don't know how to pick, I
You
don't
know, right
how
now,
to-
Google makes things so easy. Now you can, the body types, we have the apple shape, we have the Coca-Cola, we have all of that. I mean, when you stand in the mirror, please be true to yourself. Look in the mirror and look at the body type you have. Google it. You understand? Now, let me give this tip. One thing I've realized is that there are a lot of big people who like to wear very big and loose clothing. Because, I mean, yeah, it's a way to hide something. One thing I've realized is that the more you wear those dresses and you get comfortable and you know that I can wear something to hide my big belly, you don't realize how you move from a size 16
to
a 30.
Sure.
It moves really, really, really quick. So you need to wear things like, kind of say, but not fitting dresses. Because if you have folds, you can't wear dresses that are body hugging.
Yeah.
But you need to wear them in a way that is fit enough. And then one other thing you can also do to help your body type is when you wear things that are shorter. When you wear things that are shorter, they make you look smaller.
Smaller. Okay.
Exactly. It makes you look smaller. And when you do darker colors, it tones you down as well. Then doing bright colors will make you look bigger. It pops you up. But when you're doing darker colors, it tones you down. So that's what you should look at. Look at your body type. Look at your skin tone. Then you know what you have to wear to match the type of body you have.
Mary, please, can Aisha... I don't know if Aisha can emphasize on the body types and then the sort of dresses.
So you see,
just a few.
Okay, sure.
You know, if you're, like I said, if you're big, someone like, I'm extremely tall. I'm 6'1". So with the kind of height that I have, I try as much as I can to do very subtle makeup.
Okay.
I don't like jewelry. I've never worn a chain or a watch. I never do those.
Okay.
Because automatically, the minute I walk into a place, you will notice me. So you will never see me with hair color and all of that. I try to tone it down. Well, petite women, it doesn't matter. You can do colors. Because you do want to be noticed. You have to be noticed. If I'm standing in front of you and you are behind me, I can even stand behind you. Wherever I stand, they will see me before you. They will see me before you.
I won't disagree.
Exactly. So you need to do a little more so you can be noticed.
Aisha, let's still then end on you.
Okay.
How do I impress my partner with my fashion sense?
You can. It's a gradual thing. Because we all have this taste. You know, you see people wear things that in your mind, not in 1,000 years would I wear what she's wearing. But they look in the mirror and they think that, look, today I've never dressed better. Yeah. Do you understand what I'm saying? So everybody and what they like. But this is it. You meet halfway. It always has to be like that. A little bit of yours, a little bit of what your partner wants.
Yeah.
And then you merge
blend it.
You know, let's say he doesn't like makeup. He doesn't like the permed hair and all that. Keep a natural hair. But there are a lot of styles you can do with natural hair. It's not like back then that when you have natural hair, you look like you're an SDA member or something. But, I mean, people just assume that because you have a natural hair, they ask you if this is where you fellowship or something like that. But now you can do so many things with
your
natural hair.
Yeah.
So yes, keep the natural hair, but
like Mary here.
Yes,
natural
like what you have
and beautiful.
Yes. Okay, you know, you should be able to pimp it.
This is a message coming in. It says, I asked a guy wearing a boxer underfit that tightens your dick and put pressure on it, shrinks the dick. It makes it smaller if it's big, and bend it if it uses to be straight. So there are reasons why guys wear loosened boxers, in as much as ladies need and that so does guys. Wow.
Let me tell him something. Well, the big we are talking about, they are not getting it too.
Okay.
It's okay. You need to wear anything. When it comes to your Andy, your privates, you do need to wear something that will be free enough. Yeah. I totally agree. But not when you wear a size 12 and you're wearing the 20. That is what we are talking about. People want to be extremely free. And they are wearing it and you see that the back of the panty is sagging. You know, men already don't have buttocks.
Hey, not all men.
Most of them don't. Okay. Most men are not supposed to have buttocks. And then you see that the buttocks is sagging. and then upon the sagging, no, we don't want that. Those sacks are what we are talking about. Stop wearing the sacks. Anything that will look like you shat in your pants.
I think this has really brought a whole lot of debates. But we'll be open the phone lines. You can call in to share your views as well. Give us your reasons why men would want to wear loose shorts.
No, the boxers, they has to be loose.
Okay.
I'll be honest with you. I mean, I don't think it's sexy when I see a man who wear tights. Especially when I go to the gym and I see the men wear like the leggings. Hey, yo, come on.
No, but that's in the gym.
No, bro, come on. Like, I get it. You can wear them, but wear some shorts. Wear something on top. Like, some of them will wear like tight.
Very tight.
And then they'll carry all the balls on one side. It's ugly.
At the end of the day, you get
they pack everything and put it on one side. It's not
left
nice.
or right.
No,
so when you call, do also share your views on the topic, fashion and style choices. Are you the type that you would want your partner to look glamorous, something that can catch your attention the moment you see him or her? Please do call us and share your views. So, Aisha, let's still stay on this trend. Like I said, let's still look at the fashion style when it comes to we've talked about women. Let's also look at men going forward. Now we have this trend going. Men are also competing with the women. You get to see guys, nice haircuts, looking good.
Of course.
What do you want to say to the men too as well? But let's Mrs. Adoatv, do come in, then Aisha will take it from there.
Okay, so like you said, these days men are doing all. They are doing it all. Be it colors. Sometimes you see some of the dresses, the color combination and everything, and it's so on point. Yes, it is good. Let's embrace that. I mean, when it comes to the hair styles, I think now what is trending is the facial hair that they are.
I love it. Tends to be on a lot.
Some is BBB. Bald, black, and beard.
See, bald,
bald,
black,
and beard.
Aisha, I love it.
You are done. You are done. Your life is complete.
It is
when
nice.
I put my head on your chest, and
then
I get to be playing with. Thank you. I will go, and I get to be playing with it, kissing you, having that.
You know, if it's not just that, you have two out of it. You are straight in heaven.
Okay, so
you see some, and it's well trained, well groomed. Let me put it that way. And then some is just a complete turn off. Bushy, and I don't know if that is also their style. But
Mrs. Adoatv, not to cut you off, we have a caller, Alasan from Tamale. Hello, Alasan.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Good evening.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, hello. I can hear you.
Yeah, I like your discussion. What Asha is saying is really true. Yeah, when it comes to rich and men, when it comes to dresses, especially me, I don't like a lady wearing slightly clothes on other things. Especially when you're too tall.
Sure.
When you're tall and wearing a tight clothes, it makes you look older. Your height only increase. But when you wear something big, it will reduce your height to normal level.
Oh, okay.
It attracts a man. And when attempts to make up, too much makeup, it doesn't order well for people to free the guy.
Okay.
Your natural color, like the way you are.
Hey.
Lovely, adorable, and admirable.
Hey, I'm blushing. Alhassan, thank you. Okay. But Alhassan, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
What would you say on the fact that men, some of you men, you don't keep your undies very well? What would you say on that?
Our undies very well.
Did you hear what I said?
We just keep our artists well or what?
Yes, that's what I'm asking. What would you say on that?
Yeah, actually, it depends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it depends on the kind of person you are. If you're a hygienic person,
Mm-hmm.
you keep yourself well, and it depends on the game that you are creating.
Okay. So at last,
Why do something?
okay, I'm listening.
If you do something which is not nice, then
Mm-hmm.
you truly love your partner.
Okay.
You have to follow what your partner desires to make him happy.
Sure, sure.
Yeah. So it depends on the kind of person you are, the kind of person whom you are dating.
Okay. So Alasa, before you go, are you the type that you would want to wear boxers that would tighten your dick? Alhassan, did you hear what I said?
No. I don't like wearing boxers.
Oh, okay, that's nice. Please don't. We don't want you to lose your balls.
I don't like wearing boxers.
Okay, okay. Thank you for calling in.
You did your pleasure.
Okay, okay. So back to you, Mrs. Alite. We're talking about the men.
Yes. So, like I was saying, these days the men are doing it. They are really stepping up their game. Their fashion sense. There's high, markup in their fashion sense. So they should keep it up. We love it, and we want them to do it more. Yeah, try, and then, like I advise the ladies, try as men to also invest in your undies. Change them periodically. Bring some color into it.
But you know that there are some men who also likes wearing big, clothes, shirts,
Yeah.
everything. It has to be big, even though he's
Like
not
baggy
that.
clothing.
Yeah, baggy.
Yes, even though he's not too big.
Yeah, there are people like that. And
Everybody and how they want to look
Daisy.
when it comes to clothing. But that's why
Okay, so Aisha, sorry, we have Daisy on the line. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Yes, calling from Sakaman.
Okay, let's hear you out.
Yes, I think I've been watching this program and then I missed.
Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Yeah. But then, the host is not around, right? I think we have
Yes,
been
yes.
saying,
I'll be standing in for some time now. So for the next 4 episodes, please do
oh,
watch me out. Yes.
my regards to him.
Sure, sure.
Yes, the kindly updated a little bit on
Okay.
the topic. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay. Okay. So Aisha, you came in, so let's hear you out.
about how the men.
Yes.
Oh yes, the men, dear. It was back then that they used to say that women is more of what we hear and the men is more of what they see. Unfortunately, right now a table has flipped. So when it comes to women, yeah, it's what we see. Sometimes I go on social media and I see some of the guys. I'm like, oh shoot, where has he been the whole time? Because that, hey, normally a woman wouldn't see a man and just think that. But now women are looking at men
Yes.
and they are looking at the outside bits as well. So yeah, you need to keep it clean, do it well, keep it trimmed. That's what we're looking out for.
Keep it trim. That's
Yes,
what we're
for a
looking
man,
at.
yes. You won't do makeup, you won't hold pony. Trim your hair too. This one is not matter.
Now, does the men also have that, sort of conflict when it comes to their appearance on the side of the women?
Today, the men worry about what they look
yeah,
like.
they do.
Today's man is actually vain. Most of them are so vain. They'll pass in front of a camera and they'll look at themselves. Today's man, most of the men of today is crazy. Looks matter to them.
Yeah.
the way gym, like you go to the gym, you hardly find people now try it, both men and women, because everybody is trying to invest in their looks.
Sure.
No matter who you are, no matter, look, even if you are a shit talker, you don't have sense, you are not smart, whatever, before anybody would wanna entertain a conversation with you, it's what they see on the outside first.
So Aisha, before we continue, we have another Al Hassan on the line. Hello. 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 Al Hassan, can you hear me? Hello. Sorry, I think Al Hassan is having a problem with his connection, so we'll get back to you. Yeah, so Aisha, back to what you were saying. So now let's look at this. The main trend when it has to do with bodybuilding. How does that also contribute to the relationship? Because I'm the type that I don't like men who have those overbuilt, body. I feel like when you lie on me, I'm scared, like something hideous is on me. I can't breathe, all that. But there are other women who also love it.
Yeah.
How does this also contribute when it comes to fashion?
It's a personal, personally, I can't.
You see, it's what everybody likes. But one thing I know no woman wants is a pot-bellied man. I'm being very honest with you. Let's be extremely honest.
But it doesn't affect their performance.
You don't get it. What I'm trying to say is, they can have one pack. Not necessarily have the cuts.
Okay, so sorry, we have another caller on the line. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yes. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. I can hear you, sir.
Yeah, okay, yeah. And I'm enjoying your show.
Thank you.
You keep it up, man. Me, particularly, I don't like ladies who like liquor. Yeah. I don't like them at all.
So what if you are getting married?
No, you cannot deceive me. I can't get inside, then I'll be crying inside me. No,
Oh, so you are saying that your woman on the day that you both will get married,
I think makeup
will go natural.
No. Yeah, go natural.
Are you sure? Please, is she listen to what you are saying?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
okay.
Me, if I see no with short dresses with color hair, then I guess I feel like I'm going in for a devil. So I'm not even going to tell you.
Devil,
I need the rare you. Yeah, me, I'm simple and I need somebody who is real. I don't need fake somebody who looks fake. Yeah.
Sure.
So
what's his name?
Keep it Ghana girl, but me, I feel ladies with makeup. They can deceive you when you get inside you, crying inside you.
Oh, really? Is that your perception?
Can I tell you something?
Okay.
Okay, I've been working with women, right? Officially, I've been having like apprentices and all that for the past 11 years. And one thing I can tell you for a fact is that most of the girls who come around me who actually look like the wild child are the ones who are very, very calm. And the funny thing is, the ones who were always calm and they're like, yes, ma, yes, ma, they are the ones I always had issues with. So you're making a huge mistake.
That's the silent killer.
Exactly. So you're making a huge mistake saying that a woman who does makeup or wears short things makes you feel like she's coming from the devil. Trust me, the devil knows that you know how she's gonna come. She will come very humble.
Is that the reason why they say the devil you know is better than the angel you don't know?
I am telling you something you don't even
Glad
know.
that you know.
You will marry and all your children will be for another man. And you think that you are married to a...
So let me add to what Aisha said.
Dressing has nothing.
Okay, thank you for calling us. Thank you.
Mary, can I say something in here?
Sure.
You know, sometimes we are too quick to judge. let's take time to know people.
Sure.
Yeah.
But this makeup thing is very serious. It's a very serious. And I think it is also key. Same in the fashion and the style choices.
Yeah.
I'm a woman. I want to be natural and all that.
Let me tell you something. I have a friend, and Maria is. I mean, we both left our relationships around the same time.
Sure.
So we were like, you know, consoling each other, kind of thing. And she's a kind of friend that she loves piercing. You know, she loves to pierce and all that. That friend of mine is the kind of woman who is afraid to date two men at the same time. Okay. I remember we both said, you know, it's a whole
Aisha,
season.
Sorry, Alasan is back on the line. Hello, Alasan. Hello.
Hello.
Alasan, I can hear you.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm good. How are you too?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I feel I'm not going to. It's very dedicated and very, very, very nice.
Mm-hmm.
My husband is thinking about the person of the land. So that they are both.
I know, pa.
As you see someone box, and then also start, you will not even cover it.
Hey.
And how to keep it? You even see the man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how to do this. Very, very powerful.
Sure. All right, thank you. Thank you for calling.
Some of them, it's not even nice. It's not as if it's nice boxers that they are wearing too.
Alasa, thank you. Thank you for calling.
Yes. It's so irritating,
To add up to what, thank you, Alasa, for calling in. There's a message here that says, some guys, after you realize they don't have nice undies and you give them some, they will still put on the bola ones they have. You question them and they get bored. That's a message.
It's how you might have questioned them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and sometimes
because if you make it look like, I mean, you already sent a signal that this is what I would love to see you wear, and not that. Sure. So if the man pays attention, he'll realize that you've already sent a signal. So if you're questioning him again, it's like you have a problem with what? If he likes a 12 and you want him to wear a 10, or maybe you want him to wear an 8, buy a 10, do it in between.
Yes,
you understand what I'm saying?
From 12 to 11, start somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere, but you can't just drop him down like that.
Now, Aisha, back to the makeup,
yes.
thing that
So I was talking about my friend, right? Because I remember we said that, it's a whole season now. We're just going to chill. Let's have fun and all that. Like, look, you've gone through so much pain. We'll double the men. And we're just running away from. I'm telling you. But the friends I have who don't look like that, prim and proper, poised, office workers and all that, they are the ones who have the courage to date more than a man.
Sure.
But the one if you see my friend right now, you're going to go like she's a bad girl. Because she's pierced her nose, she's pierced everywhere on her body. I love piercing as well. As much as I don't have them. It is something I admire.
Some of us, we don't have the courage to do
exactly.
it.
The pain that it comes.
Nice.
She goes through it. She loves it. And she has a lot of it. So when you see it, the first impression you're going to get is this going to be like some gangster. Until you get to know her, she can't kill an ant. She doesn't have the guts to say that I'm dating you and I'm giving another man attention. She doesn't have the courage. So looks are very, very, very deceptive.
Yeah.
He should be extremely careful if it's about mini skirts and short knicker that he's looking out to cancel women.
Yes, we should eradicate that. Because, like you just said, having peers, all that, it means you are bad. Me, I want to marry a lady who doesn't put on makeup. Okay, so we have Gina on the line. Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
How are you?
I'm good. Yourself?
My Shiva.
Oh, sorry, Gina. Please do well to call back. Yeah, so back to the makeup and what I was saying, people would say that, oh, I want to marry somebody who doesn't put on makeup the natural. And when we talk about natural, Mrs. Salute, what are we looking at? Natural, is it somebody who doesn't put on makeup, somebody who hasn't permed? Is it that person that we classify as natural?
Well, it depends. For a natural, you can do makeup and still maintain your natural look. You tone it down. When it comes to the hair, natural means it's not, chemically treated in any way. But then again, when you have a natural look, there are certain, little things that you can do to enhance it. Mind you, putting on makeup is just to enhance what you already have. Sometimes to cover blemishes that we have. So it depends on the person, the individual doing the makeup. For instance, I have, as I'm sitting here, I have a scar on my right shoulder. So I tend to cover that a lot because I don't feel comfortable.
Showing it.
It's lately that I'm bold enough to, show it off. But some few years back, you won't see me wearing dresses that shows off my shoulders. No. But now I've owned it. Sometimes you need to embrace certain things to be able to make it work for you. Until I was able to overcome that, perception that the scar is taking something away. I mean, it's from me, yeah. So I didn't have the confidence to, show it off. You have to own something to make it your own. So if there is a natural that you're going out for, own it. Sure. Be confident in the fact that I want to go natural.
Okay, so let me read a comment from Facebook. Young meteorologist. Hi, I'm called Robert Shepherd, watching you live in Taichung, Taimofa. Then Ali giving some that emoji look. I don't know what he wants to say, but this goes to you. Shout out to Aisha. Now, Aisha, what does it mean to say that you're natural? Since it's a problem, we find it difficult to differentiate.
Everybody has their own meanings to that. There are people who don't want to add anything at all. Trim eyebrow and all that. I respect that. Now, when it comes to someone who already does makeup, saying natural, it's more of just enhancing your features, but not adding too much to it. Like people will put on like lashes that's like 2-inch long. I mean, that's extreme. You see people draw their eyebrow and it's literally going into their forehead.
I see that when I go to Mokola a lot.
Exactly.
A lot.
And then when we really want to look cosmetics, right now the BBM and all that plays a role. When it comes to that facelift, it plays a role when it comes to all of these things. But I would say for someone like me who does makeup, I would prefer something more nude. I prefer very subtle colors. My eyeshadows are one. Apart from smoky eye, I don't do anything else. Ever since I started doing makeup. So I don't have to do colors because now colors is in vogue. Everybody's doing it. No. I still look at what suits me as a person and I work on that. And I look at my body where I can work on or the parts that I want to, and then
and then you choose it. So we're wrapping it up. Mrs. Adoatv, finally, from Genesis to Revelation, fashion and style choices in relationship. we've said a lot.
Yeah.
What would you want to tell viewers going forward?
I had to put some few things down when we were talking. So what I want to say is that we should dress well, Because one, when you dress well, it reduces the feeling of inadequacy.
Sure.
So it boosts your confidence. You know, and then also in dressing to make an impression, let's not overdo it. Because once you overdo it, that means you're outside your comfort zone.
Sure.
And therefore, you cannot be yourself. I mean, there's no way you can be yourself. Like I told you, I'm not the mini type. So once I go mini, Charlie, you won't feel it. You understand? So and then also, let's be positive in our dressing. Dress with a positive mindset, you know, and trust me, it will take you places.
Aisha.
Yes, darling.
Let's take your view.
I mean, to begin with, when it comes to something to wear, I think the number one thing that I love to wear is my confidence.
Sure.
That's number one for me. So it doesn't matter how trashy or it doesn't matter how ugly, most of the time it depends on the confidence you carry in what you're carrying. You know, that's what makes it nice. Because if you don't look good, it's kind of like an energy. The minute you don't feel good about yourself and your confidence level is low, you kind of like spread it around the people who are around you. And people can feel that, people can read through that. So number one thing you should wear, your confidence.
Sure.
Yes, before anything else, the
Anything
clothes
else.
and all that, confidence number one.
So that has been it today on Reigns of Love. Your confidence is key. Like I said earlier on, there is no doubt that your outfit selection contributes a lot to your confidence level. It makes you feel good when you know you're wearing the right thing. It makes your partner feel good. It makes both of you feel that, you know, good when you are caressing each other. And so our fashion and style choices is very key in our relationship. Like I said, for the next 4 episodes, I'll be standing in for our host Na Afali Kwako. And my name is Mary Corte, and I did this with Aisha and Mrs. Alote. Tune in next week at 9 p.m. Do follow us on our social media platform and enjoy the rest of your night.